We are with our we are very fond of our teacher, Lakshman Fernando sir, and so we are here to actually talk about what he likes in theatre, in music, and dance and arts. But we also want to get out of sir what he would like us to do as part of Asama and Aram. So we would like to ask you some questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So then මේ දවස්වල දැන් සර් ඉස්සෙල්ලා කිව්වනේ අර අපි casual conversation එකක් කරගෙන so කිව්වනේ දැන් we have to be a link between the east and the west, yes. Which there hasn't been an opportunity like that before.
Correct.
අපි කොහොමද මේ දැන් youth එක විදියට මේ theatre enthusiast විදියට කොහොමද ඒක කරන්නේ? සර් පොඩක් ideas ගන්න.
Well, I think what you are doing is exactly what needs to be done. I mean, the first thing is to be aware of the need. And then, of course, that alone is not enough. Okay? You have to put that awareness into action. And that's what you're doing. And you see, it will maybe begins with you, but it's not going to end here.
Yes.
It's going to ripple and develop into a wave. And I hope it will become a tsunami.
We hope so too. We hope so too. Sir, why have you initially, now if you look back in your own life, what made you really interested in theatre and in arts? Were you interested in that since you were a little child, or was there any influence that you had?
Okay, good point. You see, that's a very good question, which nobody has asked, and neither have I thought about it. I think it has something to do with myself. It came from within. Nobody taught me, nobody told me, nobody guided me, nobody suggested or anything like that. It grew up within me. That's the way I see it now. Going back, tracing my footsteps backwards. Now, I'm a village boy, born in a village. But I had the good fortune of being educated in Colombo. Now, you will see the problem. How can a village boy come to Colombo and study here? I can't be a day scholar. I have to be boarded.
Yes.
And so, luckily for me, I was a boarder at St. Joseph's College for about 10 years. Right. So, you see, now, living in a boarding, incarcerated in that little hole, if you like to call it, you're trapped there. All the time, you want to look at the world. You're not there.
Yeah.
No family, no relations, no nothing, just school, class, sports, and only that. So there is a need for a young person to look up. And for me, literature art was my medium. Okay? That's how I can explain myself. Maybe I'm wrong.
October 20 උදේ සහ පිටේ දවස් පුරාම මේ නාට්‍ය සංගීතය පැවැත්වෙනවා. ඉතින් මේ අතරතුරේදී අපි දෙන්න ගීත ගායනා කරන්න සූදානම් වෙලා ඉන්නවා.
සාහිත්‍යයේ සංස්කෘත සාහිත්‍යයේ සාපුන්තලේ දිවම ඒක තමයි බුදුන් මල් කඩ නේද? සාපුන්තලේ කියවලා නැති කෙනෙක් සංස්කෘත දන්නේ නැහැ. ඒකයි මම දන්න එක දෙයක්. සංස්කෘත නාට්‍ය සම්ප්‍රදාය ප්‍රබලයි. ප්‍රබලයි කියන්නේ ग्रीक नाट्य संप्रदाय තරම්ම ප්‍රබලයි. ඒක පාරවල් දෙකක් යනවා. ग्रीक नाट्य ट्रेजेडी මේක. සංස්කෘත නාට්‍ය රොමැන්ටික් විදිහට යනවා. वर्ल्ड व्यू කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. වෙල්ටන්ෂන් කියලා කියන්නේ ජර්මනියේ. ඒ वर्ल्ड व्यूස් ग्रीक्स ලගේ वर्ल्ड व्यू එක වෙනස්. හින්දු අයගේ ලෝක දෘෂ්ටිය වෙනස්. It's in the morning.
No, Akilasa is also actually, like you just brought up Greek theatre, and Akilasa is also doing actually a translated version of Oedipus. And for me personally, I was very inspired by the poetic translation that he has done.
Okay.
So tell us about your inclination towards maybe Greek theatre, and what you like about Greek theatre, and how you would like it to be presented to a Sri Lankan audience.
Well, that's a very difficult question. Because it requires a lot of scholarship to even to attempt. Well, what I do know about in Greek drama is this. Of course, everybody knows Aeschylus, Sophocles, Euripides, Aristophanes and all that. But very, very few people know that out of all these Greek, hundreds of plays may have been written. So that they say that Sophocles wrote about 100 odd plays. But the consoling fact is that most of them have been lost. Consoling, fine, because otherwise we'll have to read all that. So if you look at it, right now in our hands, we got only about 51 or 2 Greek plays. Aeschylus 6 or 7, Sophocles about 10 maybe, Euripides about 13, 14, and the majority of it is from Asama. Okay? So it's a great consolation to have them, and anybody interested can set his mind on it and finish it, reading. If there were hundreds, you would have been lost.
So now the translation, what do you think of the translations of it?
Translations, there are many.
Yes.
But I do know that Aram he has done a major part. I think that's a great contribution he has made. I mean, incomparable. People are not valuing his work enough, because that's a what do you call it? Gigantic endeavor. You have to give him, bless him for it. That he took up the challenge. And he managed to translate a major part of the Greek drama into cinema. And quite interestingly enough, nobody else could have done that. You know why? He is himself a poet.
Yeah.
He is himself a poet. And only a poet can do that.
That's true.
Only a poet who can do justice to that work.
Yes.
You know the story, no?
Yes.
The best translations of Shakespeare into Russian have been done by Pastor. So it's somewhat similar. I also, Raviri must be given his rightful place. Absolutely.